today we are doing a Gyarados Arceus EX deck. So this has got 2 Gyarados lines, 2 Arceus EX, and the double Manaphy. Obviously we're using the Manaphies as quickly as possible to try and get the Gyarados and the Arceus EX built up. The beauty of Gyarados is that it can do 140 damage, so if this deck is against another Arceus deck, we can do some one-shotting. It also has the 2 Pokemon communications to just help us get into Gyarados way more consistently, and in the videos you'll see that it does work quite good. Adding in both the Leafs gives this deck a lot of maneuverability to get in the right position right away. Irida in there just also to do some healing, and the Misties to try and get some bonus energies. Alright, let's jump right into some games. We got a Manaphy start, which is great. We do have a Pokeball. All we have to hope is that we do not pull a second Manaphy with that Pokeball. The Leafs, gonna matter a little bit less, but you know what? Time will tell. With it being fighting energy, the only thing we want to avoid seeing is a Hitmonlee hit the field. The one thing we have going for us is that Magikarp as well as Gyarados has been a little bit out of fashion lately. So like people are kind of walking away from Hitmonlee just a little bit, which might give us just that freedom to get this deck to get off the ground. But we'll see. I mean, it's a tough go because a lot of fighting decks are on the table right now because of how much Arceus is being played. And to be fair, we are also playing Arceus, so you know, can't really blame them. And the old Amber, interesting. All right, so we ended up getting the Magikarp, which is great. And another Manaphy. We are not going to play the Manaphy right now. Let's just think. What's the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario is we get another Magikarp. Yeah, let's just play this. Like I said, I mean, it is a catch-22. The longer you wait, the better off you are. But saying that, getting the Gyarados right away is never going to be also a bad thing either. So let's just do an Oceanic Gift right here. And then we can get Magikarp fired up quickly. Now, the reason, like, yes, Gyarados I was really happy to get, but I also would have been really fine with Arceus, even though it's not as good in this matchup. But getting Arceus, it just means that I'd be building up 2 Pokemon at once because we do get 2 energies. We get 2 energies, right? So, Lucario on the board. He's going to have 0 energy on Lucario, so 1 on there now. He's not going to be hitting me this turn, and Aerodactyl is now up. So the only thing we don't want to see is potentially a Sabrina, which we do not. And now we get the Arceus. Perfect. We'll get the Gyarados out right now, so we don't even have to think. We don't even have to think about the bad things that could happen. Now, this next energy is going right onto Gyarados because we are going to be expecting a lot of work out of Gyarados starting next turn. Likely we lose this Manaphy. But on the bright side, he's going to lose Lucario, right? So it's not like it's going to be for nothing. And then the real question, this is where it gets tough, is like, okay, so Sudowoodo is going to be able to come in and do 50 damage, right? Because we're going to take out Lucario. He's going to do 50 damage. But now he's got 0 energy on Marshadow, which Marshadow is kind of what we're more afraid of. We're kind of more afraid of Marshadow, so... and I mean, granted, we very well could delete our own energy here, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm okay with deleting one of our energies at the sacrifice of getting rid of all of his energies, right? Oh no! So there you go. Yep, we lost an energy, but really, now he's going to be in a scenario where he probably wants to, I don't know, this is a tough go. I almost feel like you maybe put anything out and then put energy onto... If he has a giant cape, you put energy onto Aerodactyl EX. If he doesn't have a giant cape, then I don't know. Unless it... Okay, that definitely could help. Okay, so he does 50 damage here. Yep. I don't think that there is realistically a way out of this for him, and there isn't. GG's. Yeah, great display on the ramp up there, fighting against it, even with a Arceus, which would be the weakness. Oh, we got a Mewtwo. Okay, we haven't fought against a lot of Mewtwo's lately, but I'm for it. Okay, so we're getting first energy. The professor's research goes down, and we end up getting the Magikarp. So this is going to put us in a pretty promising scenario pretty early on. The only negative of this is that we are definitely going to have to hit Mewtwo with more than one hit because we do not have a Rocky Helmet. We have no tools in this deck. So it is going to come down to just brute strength on killing this Mewtwo. Now, saying that, because we have the Oceanic Gifts going off, we're going to have Gyarados ready to rock in just a couple of turns. Is a great wrestler. Snorlax is a great wrestler. I don't know. I think we're giving Snorlax a lot of credit. I think Snorlax is really, really good at blocking bridges. I think he's really good at low impact, low mobility. Okay, so we see the Ralts hit the board. Yeah. And here we go. Let's just get the evolution out. Now we do have the Sabrina, so we can always keep that in the back pocket based on what we see happens. But we do want to try and get the Arceus on the board, just so that we have a other source of of energy going down from this Manaphy. So let's now get the Gyarados another energy, and we'll do the Oceanic Gift. And we are going to be next turn already dropping bombs on this Mewtwo. Now, Mewtwo unfortunately is going to get to kill this Manaphy before anything can happen, but that's okay. We're okay with that. Kirlia hitting the field is definitely something for us to be aware of, but I think that the way around that for us is we're just going to Sabrina it. Cape isn't going to do anything. Well, or do we just... Yeah, the thing is, if we do... Yeah, we're gonna Sabrina right here. And do the Rampaging Whirlpool on Kirlia, just because we would way rather not have to worry about him being able to ramp up energies. And on top of that, we also do have this ability that we potentially are going to be discarding his energy. So, all in on everything that could happen. You have a Pokemon who is literally a name combined with... I don't even know if I would say that Snorlax is a great sumo wrestler. Alright, so we kill the Kirlia right here. That's going to deplete this engine, and with Mewtwo losing the energy right there, that is going to be game. Obviously, statistically, it was unlikely that Mewtwo was going to lose the energy, but because he did, we just guaranteed the win, right? So he's going to get an energy on. He'll only be able to do 50 damage. We'll do another attack. He'll do another 50 damage, and then we will win right there. So this game has just ended from that discard, and that is one of the reasons we did it the way we did. We wanted to make sure that Mewtwo wasn't able to just get a couple of side drives off back-to-back against us. And since we also didn't lose our energy on our side, it does give us the ability to put another energy on our Arceus on our end. So do another Whirlpool and see that... Okay, we lose our energy, but like, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Sabrina, nothing can really slow down what's going on here. I guess if he puts another Pokemon on the bench, he could retreat into it. So he could retreat into that Mewtwo. But the reality is it's just stalling turns now, right? Okay, so yeah, he's desperately trying to make something work here, and I definitely appreciate that. But I just don't see it happening. Okay. And you know what? We're not going to do anything fancy. Yeah, we could... you know what? If he's going to make us wait, let's just see if we can get a Misty off. There we go. The energies that we don't actually need. But you know what? What that does do is it makes it so that if we discard our own energy, it won't matter. We just put energy onto our Arceus. Of course, then we discard our one energy on Arceus. That's just the way it has to be. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we get Sabrina into Arceus now, yeah. So, he will be able to, not Side Drive, but he'll be able to Psychic Sphere into our Arceus. But, just pointing out, Lil Groon, you have 15 minutes left on your clock, whereas I'm almost at 18 minutes. That's how long your turns have been taking unnecessarily. Really? All of that for a potion? Alright. Just really think this is all necessary. Definitely. John 118, welcome in. How you doing, man? How you doing? It'd be one thing, you know, here's the thing. If the Arceus had 0 energy on it, maybe some of that would have made sense. But Arceus had 0 energy on it, and we have the Leafs in hand too, so. Alright. That is going to be a GG's. GG's on that one, and unfortunately, Mewtwo Gardevoir, even with some tools, is not stacking up to what the current meta is looking like. Give us a subscribe on YouTube, drop a like, and we are also now on Instagram, Threads, and Twitch. If you want to follow us on any of our socials, we hope to see you there, and we will see you in the next video.